Hello everyone, this is Paschal Dooley, aka Animasword, and welcome to another PEJD Studios update, which are sadly the most common video on this page, but that's beside the point. Okay, it's been a few months now after my university course ended, so you should have seen some activity by now, but you haven't. The reason for that being is, well, a lot of complicated things really. First of all, like I said, there's the film festival crap, which means I can't post half the work I want to post on here. The second being a whole load of real life issues, such as the fact that, well, I'm trying to find a job now in real life, and kind of a weird mental episode where I know I want to get into the film industry, but I didn't know whether I should be a director or a writer or an animator, but it's a load of complex bull crap, and you don't really want to hear about it. So, yeah, real life issues. And the third... well, the third is that a lot of my original productions that I wanted to work on, they either had setbacks or they're taking a very, very long time to get out. So yeah, that's pretty much what this video is dedicated to. Before we get started, you'll see on here a small list. That's the order of everything that's going to be covered in this update, so if you're only interested in one particular subject, you can skip ahead. Okay. First of all, incredibly miniature update. Cyber Realm, I'm now trying to make it so that I update with a page at least once a week, just so that, you know, it makes a good progress, so I can get it done quickly. I'm also planning to do a 100% original and hand-drawn series in the near future, but it's basically choosing on an idea and then fleshing it out before I actually start that up. Raigeki news! That's coming along pretty well, actually. I wouldn't say we're anywhere near a complete episode yet, but at the moment we're thinking of releasing the first episode in bits anyway, and I'm currently working on the first scene and almost finished that, and Victor Lazarus has got through a lot of scenes, so hopefully, don't hold me on this, because both of us are well known for delaying work to ridiculous lengths. We should have the first part of the episode released by the end of the year. The original work, Spudbirds, well, Victor Lazarus came up with an awesome theme tune for it, and at the moment, again, it's one of those things where I'm trying to figure out all the details of the concept in my head, because I have the basic setting, I just don't know whether to make it more like a review show or a sketch show. It's just something I'm trying to work out, and of course there's coming up with the ideas of the script. I've got one or two, but I'm going to have to write it through, then so I do some practice voices, etc. And of course, there's actually animated the darn thing. So yeah, please bear with me on that one. And last but not least, Donkey Kong Unlimited. Right, this one's kind of hard to explain. I definitely wanted to get back to work at it after college ended, but two factors suddenly came in the way. The first one, the practical one, was that the flash file in which I had started work on the first scene with, you know, syncing stuff to the voices, it just had disappeared. But the moment I clicked on it, all I could find was a series of blank frames. Everything I'd animated up to that point had just gone, which was really frustrating to say the least. I mean, oh God, do you have any idea how long the opening shots took? That was the only bit of progress I'd actually done on the thing. So yeah. Right now, all that remains of Donkey Kong Unlimited is the script and the lines Big Brownie and Scarlet sent to me. By the way, thanks you two. I am so sorry I haven't been able to use them right away. And the second thing is that I've been having to think about the series. Before anyone has a panic, don't get me wrong, when I say having to think, I don't mean I'm thinking I should stop. No. I want to carry on with this. First of all, because some of these people I got on the voice acting staff were people I had called over from a project I had dropped. And I think we all know what that is. And I don't want the same thing to happen again because it's not fair to the voice actors. And second of all, it's also a matter of pride because I do not want this to become the PEJD Studios equivalent of Duke Nukem Forever. I do not want to keep promising people something and then never deliver on it. I want to make Donkey Kong Unlimited even if it's just the first episode. The thinking I've had is basically trying to find a way of making the series manageable because... how should I put this? When I first thought it up in my head, I overblown it a bit. I was thinking it was sort of like it was going to be a spy animation. I thought of all these incredibly intricate, overly detailed movements where I'd have these sprites have with mouth movements, even if the sprites didn't actually have mouth movements to begin with. I edit the mouth movements and I have it perfectly lip sync to the voices. And I'm thinking now, it's for something that's essentially going to be a hobby, especially when I find a job, it's not practical or manageable to go overblown on this. I mean, if I had a team of animators, then maybe I'll do it. But, like all internet-based productions, it's one guy, so there is absolutely no way I can make something with that ridiculously high production standards. So, what I'm planning is to have the action sequences fully animated, but the dialogue scenes, I'm probably just going to have, like, still images that occasionally move in time with some of the words, but not have it any more complicated for that. To give an example of what I mean, it's if you've ever seen the cutscenes to Sonic and the Black Knight, something like that. That way it's more manageable, I can get through the scenes faster, and also not relying on syncing means I can work with the scene even if I haven't got the certain lines of a voice actor, because to be honest, a few voice actors haven't really given me the lines, although considering I haven't contacted them for what is probably close to a year now, you can't really blame them. But again, if any of my voice actors are listening to this, don't panic, because in fact, if the cutscenes are going to be stills, I'm going to need you now more than ever, because it's going to be your voices that add the emotion to the scene, because the action on screen probably won't do it. So yeah, I'm working on that idea, I'm going to get on it as soon as I can, and hopefully you'll see something of Donkey Kong Unlimited soon. Hopefully. So yeah, that's another awkward ending for a PEJD Studios update. I hope all of you listening to this are well, and I promise you will see something from me soon. See you around.